All right, good evening, folks. This is Mark Emery. We are here tonight for the Cloud 2.0 follow-up webinar. And as you have seen in the instructions, prior to attending this evening, you should have gone through in detail the first webinar that we did, which was recorded, and I think you all have a link to that. It's on the Lighthouse Law Club YouTube page. So this is not intended to explain what Cloud 2.0 is, how it works, features or benefits. That was done in the first presentation. Tonight is a follow-up to enable those of us who are interested to be able to drill down, to ask hard questions. In fact, some of those have already been asked. And our guest tonight is prepared to present you with information that will, I think, get you probably more excited than you might have been initially once you understand how well this has been put together, the security that's involved, the functionality that's involved, and related issues. So I'm going to have the great pleasure of bringing back our good friend, the Bulldog from Bogota, Juan Latif. Welcome, Juan. It's all yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Juan Latif. It's a pleasure to join you tonight. Mark has sent me three basic questions that I want to go to review what has been happening recently with Cloud 2.0. To begin with, one of the most important things that I want you guys to know is that we've been following very carefully all the evolution of Cloud. We had a wallet that was called Cloud Token. Now we have Cloud 2.0, and Cloud has had a series of evolutions that are very important, that they had taken place and that have provided us with the certainty that the things that Ronald I, the chief leader, the CEO of Cloud, is doing and executing with our project. All right, so first thing I want to do is want to show you something that is very important. There was a question from a lady who sent an email to Mark, and she was asking about having the opportunity of being able to see real proof of Jarvis executing the arbitrage process. So what I did is I brought up this video that I want you guys to see. And one of the main things, and this is very important, please pay attention. Please pay careful attention to Ronald I. Some of this presentation, he speaks in English. There is a translation in Chinese, but there are things that I want you to listen carefully, because the question of this lady was, how can we have proof that the revenue that we're receiving is really Jarvis operating the arbitrage, instead of receiving our revenue based on deposits of the people that are coming on board on Cloud? So one of the first things that I want to make 100% clear is that when you join Cloud and you make a deposit in your wallet, 100% of the amount of money that you deposit in your wallet is available for you to put it in Jarvis. So out of your money, out of the deposit that you make in your wallet, nothing from that money goes to anybody else's hands. But on the other hand, I wanted to give an answer to this question in the sense that I've never seen any other company putting a testimony like the one that you're going to see right now of this artificial intelligence operating in front of a room loaded of people, in front of an audience, seeing and giving proof of what you're going to see right now. Please listen carefully. And I'm going to let the whole video run completely for you guys to hear.
We have about 200 Jarvis robots running, but I show you three first. Okay, so it's between BTC, USDT, XRP, ETH USDT, and XRP USDT. 这个是三个不同的这个币对BTC、ETH 跟那个XRP 的规模的。先要看的 first, what you need to see is the amount of BTCs that we have here. Let's say, look at this. Okay, 为什么这个重要呢 Why is important? Okay, to show that I'm looking at the right account. So there's 10,900 bitcoins here.
有1万的比特币在这里，现在它正在跑，正在做交易。
So you can see that it's still. 看到吗 Because it's actually doing something.
它正在进行交易。
Okay, so it's actually all the robots are looking at the current market based on the rule calculation to actually do a trade. Okay, I think the most important thing is to see the next page, which is
我们的机器人是根据 War Room 给它计算的那个公式在进行交易，那这一页更重要。
So in total, our balance is 11,233 bitcoins.
我们在这个账户里有11233个比特币。
We have about 109 million here in trade.
109,684美金这里。
Okay. We are VIP 7.
我们是 VIP 账户。
We have traded 109,000 bitcoins in the last 30 days. 30 days.
在过去的30天，我们已经交易了109,000。
10万。I was Chinese. Any other projects you have come across, we are the first one, right? It's because you are my partners.
量化数据给你看，因为大家都是股东。
The most basic thing in a partnership is trust and transparency.
所以合作的都是建立在信任和透明度的基础上。
跟透明度最重要的就是忠诚。Just like you. We have to invest in Jarvis just like you.
Had this request from a team member that was asking if we could be able to have proof of Jarvis operating instead of knowing that the money was coming in from new members. It's not coming from new members. The money's coming from all the work that Jarvis is doing for us 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 24/7. So that's the first thing that I wanted to show you guys that was important for me to you guys to see. So next cloud event from what I've heard is going to take place in Canada. So guys, we're all going to be able to catch a plane and fly over to Canada, spend some time with Ronald Ai, and see him live showing his R bots operating. And it'll be a great chance for all of us to share the information directly from the chief in charge, Mr. Ronald Ai. Okay, first thing I wanted to do was that. The next thing that I want to do is I need to stop sharing here. And now I am going to answer James. Let me read your question for a second. Okay. I'll get back to your question for a second, James, but there's one other point that I wanted to touch right now in my presentation, because I'm a group of questions that I had seen previously to this meeting, and I want to go to my wallet because I have this question. I'm going to read it. Regarding the wallet, since holders don't hold the private key, what security is in place to assure someone else cannot control it? So take a look at this and read it with me, guys. I'm going to touch the place where it says export private keys. Let's read it together. Warning. Your private keys are all that is needed to access your cryptocurrency. Be sure to protect your private keys and store them only on secure devices. If you share your key access with external services, you take full responsibility for the risk of theft or breach. Only advanced users should handle extended private keys directly. So, to make myself clear, yes, you do have the control of your private keys. You and only you. Nobody else has access to your private keys. That's one thing I want to make perfectly clear. Nobody else has access to your private keys unless you share them with somebody else. There's no chance that nobody else can access them unless you share them with somebody else. And make sure that if you're going to share it with somebody else, make sure it's a person that you trust fully, because someday you're going to come and check your wallet, and there's not going to be any money in your wallet. That's going to be your own fault. I've just given you proof that the only person who has full control of the private keys is yourself, right? So this has a great advantage. If for some reason tomorrow the wallet doesn't open, you make sure that you have kept your private keys in a safe place. Copy your private keys, save them in a safe place. And you can go, for example, to myetherwallet.com and you can access your private keys and you'll find your cryptocurrencies in myetherwallet.com, and you can export your cryptocurrencies to any exchange, or you from myetherwallet.com or from blockchain.com or from etherscan.com, you can send your cryptocurrencies to wherever you want to send them. I want to make perfectly clear that you guys having your cryptocurrencies in cloud 2.0, you have full control of your assets. Full control of your assets. Nobody else has access to them. And there's so many securities in your wallet to be able to have the certainty that you have control of them, that there's nothing for you guys to worry about. Okay. There's a third question that I received from Mark, and I'm going to read the question. And it says, please clear the confusion related to: we use trading revenue to pay investors. It says, is being replaced by a mandatory SIM card service. I want to make it perfectly clear. Nobody has mentioned the word mandatory. And I am going to address a legal situation that you'll need to be aware of. The legal team of Cloud 2.0 are working carefully in being able to have a fully legal project around the world. Based on that, the legal team, the attorneys from Cloud 2.0, have been working thoroughly with the purpose of being able to establish a fully legal system around the globe. So one of the points that we came up with, and we received this information from top team leaders, mentioning, for example, that there are several countries in the world that accept that cloud receives deposits in cryptocurrencies, and that in exchange we receive a service from a artificial intelligence which is working 24/7 all year round, generating a yield, and that is enough explanation legally to be able to operate Cloud 2.0. But unfortunately, there are several countries in the world that won't take that for an answer. So the legal team has been working day and night for a long period of time, and they found a way out to be able to give this answer in every single country in the globe. Give me an explanation as to why you receive cryptocurrencies in your wallet, and what are you providing your members in exchange? Okay, so the answer is we provide a system through which we provide communications through a SIM card. And whoever wants to buy it, it's not mandatory. Whoever wants to buy the SIM card will be able to have access to a data provided service. But nobody has ever mentioned the word mandatory. So from there on, I just want to make perfectly clear that if you're a member of Cloud 2.0 and you don't want to buy the SIM card, you're not obligated to do so. You're not obligated to pay for data, and you're not paid with data. You are going to continue to be paid with CTOs, cloud tokens. And you'll keep on receiving them in your wallet every single day, like you've been receiving them since the first day that you joined Cloud and you placed your cryptos in Jarvis. On the other hand, there's another story that you guys need to hear. A few months ago, there was a group of members who made a not very fair move with Cloud. Some of you guys might remember the 23rd of October. The 23rd of October, there was a very interesting rise in the price of Bitcoin. So some people that had big accounts in cloud, they converted CTOs to Bitcoins. And after the 23rd of October, when the price of Bitcoin went up, a group of big members of cloud with big accounts, they turned off Jarvis. And they were pretending to walk away with a big chunk of money. Thank God, the way Ronald has set up the system in cloud, he has the investment fund and he has a reserve fund. And that protected cloud. Okay? So, what we are doing right now, in order to be 100% legal, on the other hand, they're putting together ribbons. And ribbons is going to allow us to have our own exchange in which we can sell our cloud tokens and buy any of the cryptos available in our wallet. And all of these processes are absolutely legal steps that the company is taking. And now I'm going to do something. I'm going to read something that you guys need to read. I'm going to read this information to you guys. I've received an information from a very important cloud member, a C4 member from cloud. And he has sent me and he has shared this message with me, and I'm going to read it to you guys. From the last C4 meeting, dated December 8, 2019. Mr. Ronald Ai is strongly committed to his 3-year plan, which he has explained on many occasions. The problems that we've had are all being taken care of. Server congestion and compliance issues that led us to find a solution, and we have found that the right direction to go is go to OTC, which was not part of the original business plan. But the OTC is both a necessary legal adjustment, which cloud must allow to work legally in multiple countries, and an option to accommodate those who wanted to get money out of cloud quickly in recent weeks. So what I want you guys to understand, and I want to make this perfectly clear, crystal, is that every step that Ronald Ai is taking every single day is protecting cloud and being 100% focused on his purpose of a 3-year plan to secure that cloud is going to grow and become a system bigger than PayPal and WeChat together. His plan is to have 1,000 million people in 3 years in Cloud 2.0 and turn out to be the biggest wallet available as a non-banking paying device all around the globe. I've seen this guy work. I've received the messages, and I'm fully convinced that what this gentleman is doing is 100% transparent, protecting with transparency our cryptocurrencies that we have in cloud. And I don't have a shadow of a doubt that this guy's working 350% to make sure that our system is a full success. having that said, I have some comments here from James.
One, people want to get their cloud tokens out into fiat currency. How do they cash out?
Okay, simple. Guys, the simplest way to convert your cryptos to fiat cash money is go ahead and request your debit card. And that you can do it from your wallet. You can go into your wallet and request your debit card. The debit card, the way it's working right now, they're issuing batches of 1,000 debit cards. So if you make your request, it may take a little bit of time, but once a batch of 1,000 cards are issued, they will be sent out, and they will be sent out directly to the address of the card holder request. So the simplest way to do it is go into your wallet and request your debit card. Mark, I can send you a tutorial showing you how to do it, and you can share it with all the members so they can know how to make the request of the debit card. That's the simplest way to do it. But one of the things that I want you to keep in mind, all of you guys that are already members of Cloud, is that all the things that Ronald Daia is doing with the wallet right now is assuring that we have a fully legal application all over the world. And he is securing that this project is a full success. He has a 3-year plan, and having a non-banking paying application fully working, fully legally. And the only thing I can say is basically this comes from my heart. I've been working with Cloud since practically the beginning. I've seen the evolution. I've seen how things have taken place. I've had information coming directly from big team members of Cloud. I know what's taking place. In regard to exchanging your Cloud tokens to the other cryptocurrencies, please hold for a couple of days. They've said it's going to take about 7 more days. But for sure, in Ribbons, we will be able to have the chance to exchange our Cloud tokens to all of the other available cryptocurrencies that we have in the wallet. Okay. At this point, all the tutorials are in English and in Chinese. I hope that pretty soon we will have some tutorials in other languages. For example, the Latin American countries need tutorials in Spanish. We've created our page in Spanish to be able to share with people who don't speak English. But yes, for example, using the Cloud Token Wallet.com page helps a lot. But if there's anything that I can be of any assistance, well, you can go through Mark or you can get in touch with me. I'll be more than glad to help you guys with whatever I can.
So just to recap, the key points is that, yes, we do have access to our private security keys. Those can be held off-site, and so the security is there. Number 2, conversion to fiat is available through the debit card, which we can request at any time.
Yes, sir.
As soon as they have a batch of 1,000 cards, they'll put in the order. Okay, so they do it 1,000 cards at a time. So that might mean there'll be a slight delay.
But it's coming.
Yeah. And Ribbons, you didn't really explain much about that, but that's a platform whereby we can convert CTO tokens to any other cryptocurrency and then move that over to any other exchange and do whatever you want with it. Of course, you could do that in the current wallet that you have. But so explain that, Juan, the difference between ribbons and just using the wallet for converting CTO.
Okay, basically, ribbons is an exchange uh, in which you will be able to access and offer your CTOs. You can place sell orders of CTOs. You'll get offers from members in cloud that would be interested in buying your CTOs. You will be able to sell CTOs and buy the other cryptocurrencies available in our wallet. And on the other hand, one of the interesting parts of ribbons is that you will be able to request that once you sell your CTOs, you can receive directly to your bank accounts the fiat money, cash. So that's one of the other benefits that ribbons has. So it's going to be very interesting to be able to have access to ribbons because it's going to allow you to do several things.
And I might just add that regulators are starting to catch up to the blockchain environment with taxation regulations, with securities regulations, things like that. And most of you know that that with my business and Monaco Management Group, Francisco also, we deal a lot in setting up international trusts so that the trust would do the earnings and not you. Therefore, any gains would not have to be reported by you if they're sitting in the trust. Okay, so I'll just plant that seed. So when some of you guys start getting close to being millionaires with this, that you'll have an avenue to go with that, if you don't already know. What else? Okay, conversion to fiat. We got ribbons. We've got debit card. We've got security. We've got the proof of live funds being generated. And one, I would say that's not a very good presentation for the public purposes. We really can't see much. So I would just make a recommendation to see if we can find a better one as they do these meetings and presentations. Like, for example, in Canada, I suppose they'll do it again. And in fact, that cameraman made me dizzy, the way he was up and down and back and forth and all over the place. My God, I had to close my eyes. So let's keep our eyes open for maybe a better presentation on that. I think it would be very helpful.
Okay, I'll get in touch with the C4 member that I have, and I'll check and see if we can get a hold of.
Yeah, surely. I would say the company would put something like that together in a more professional format. So, but anyway, just a comment.
I promise I will look into that.
Yeah, but my comment on that is, that, even though we can't really read the numbers that are up there or even understand what the heck's going on, the fact that he did it in front of a live audience who could see with their own eyes speaks a lot, I think. So I think that that's pretty much proof in the pudding as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, James, let me answer your question, and I want to make clear in regards to what you're saying, and I understand what you're trying to, the point you're trying to make. The reason why we cannot trade CTOs in the open market is because this is a utility token that the only way you can get a hold of the CTOs is having your cryptocurrencies in cloud. And you get your CTOs based on the yield that you receive daily. If we go in the open market, the risk that we are taking is if tomorrow a whale shows up, makes a big buy of CTOs, and gets a control of a big amount of CTOs, he can manipulate the price of CTOs. We don't want that. The CTOs are having a growth in value the way that Ronald IE is handling the situation with the CTOs. I strongly feel that he is doing it in order to protect the growth of the value of the CTOs, which is a great benefit for us as holders of our cryptos in cloud. And he is providing us with the system, ribbons, with an OTC that will allow us to exchange our CTOs to another cryptocurrencies. But he is preventing from having a risk of a big wallet coming in and buying a huge amount of CTOs and manipulating the price of our CTOs, and we don't want that. We want to make sure that our CTOs keep our increasing price gradually, safely, and that will allow us to see a growth within time that will benefit us all that are looking forward just to build a savings plan through cloud with the service that Jarvis provides us. And I think that things are going in the right direction. I think we've covered all the most important information.
We do have links for some initial training videos, again, on the Lighthouse Law Club YouTube page for the first webinar. So I've gotten a number of questions from people who obviously have not read the instructions or details, and I just ask people to pay attention to the information that's sent out to you, and that'll save everybody a little bit of time. So with that, hey, let's get our wallets funded, get those earnings coming in. The first webinar we did, we talked about a strategy to leverage profits with 3 different wallets. Again, review that webinar for those details. And hey, happy savings and happy investing, everybody. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate your time and energy.
My pleasure. Just to finish, one of the things that our wallet has very valuable, Mark, is a cloud chat.
Oh, cloud chat.
Guys, go ahead and go into the cloud chat, because in the cloud chat, every single day there are things that are being published, information directly from Ronald IE. Go into the chat, check them out, keep yourselves informed, and nothing. Thanks for your time. It's been a pleasure. Thanks, Mark, for your invitation. If we don't see ourselves before Christmas, Merry Christmas to all you guys. Happy savings. And anything I can do for you or for any of the team members, Mark, please let me know.
Great. Thank you very much. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Use this information wisely, and hope to chat with you soon. Take care and God bless.